Yeah.
Nearly two questions. First one's for Monica. Would you actually want to have all your arrivals by the high-powered motor?
Oh yeah, are you kidding? I'm on a big platform. You're like, hello, what is this? I would love it. That and I would wear that yellow dress. Like every time I see somebody cosplaying reggae, I'm like, I would totally wear that.
I can see you being a little bow in your ear.
I have sparkly things in my hair. That is all a big old bow.
It's funny.
And my second question is for Greg. Would you want to, if they made continued the series based on what is happening in currently in the manga, would you?
I haven't read the manga, so I don't know. Like, I try to stay away from manga of shows that I've worked on, and I usually can go back later and look at them, but I don't, because sometimes it's a disappointment because the story in the animated version doesn't follow the manga. So why does Kaoru... Somebody said he got a girlfriend at some point, which I think is odd. What happens with Kaoru in the manga?
Well, mainly, according to the 10th volume, he admits to Honey that he likes Haruhi, but he wants, he's helping Hikaru out in opening up of his feelings to Haruhi.
Wow, well that's kind of nice. It's very sweet for somebody to do that. I don't know. I think I kind of like the twins as being not paired up with anybody and just mischievous. I like that they're just troublemakers. That's kind of fun. I don't know. It would be nice to see those characters go somewhere else. And that's kind of the draw to Kaoru. In fact, if you ask Caitlin Glass, I never wanted to play anyone else in the show. I only wanted to play Kaoru. Because I had a friend who watched the show illegally, and she had told me that he was kind of the cooler of the twins, that while he was really mischievous and he was a troublemaker, he was also kind of the soothsayer, and that he was the really mean one once upon a time. And so I like that he is that guy. I like that he's the person that's trying to help everybody out and just kind of, you know, make everything good. So, but I don't know. I don't know that I'm ready to see him married off yet. I like him single and troublemaking. Who's next? Monica, you pick them.
Which of the outtakes were your favorite?
I don't remember the outtakes.
I have mixed feelings on it because the outtakes weren't real. Like we were told what to say for some of the outtakes. So those aren't really outtakes. There was one that I found humorous though because Caitlin made me make a very homorific outtake for Todd, and he was like, when we did it. It was the Shall I Dance With You? It was the dance at the very end where they're dancing together. Outtakes are real weird because we do a lot of them. Monica and I have many over the years, but we very rarely see the real outtakes. A lot of times, sometimes what they'll do is, you know, the PG-13 or family outtakes. I'm not usually in that role about it. Because usually when you have an outtake, it's because you're frustrated. You've blown a line, or you said something wrong, or you misread it. I've misread some things and said some really bizarre things in line of reading.
I do too. First Angel has some ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, usually there's like a bad word, and then
Yeah.
or bad word, expletive. I don't really want to hear that.
The funny thing is, a lot of times when we'll blow a line mid-line, and then there's a rant of like, I missed that line, you know, like, and it's not usually clean. The funny thing is it almost always matches the mouth movement. I'm working on a new really dirty show that I can't talk about, and I ranted for like a good minute, and it fit. And they're like, oh my god, look at this. And they played it back, and it was so funny, and it fit perfectly. So sometimes it's naturally fits.
Yeah.
Who's got questions?
Yeah. What did you think about the episode where Haruhi gets kidnapped by Lobelia and the host club dresses in drag?
That is not a sensation wholly unfamiliar to me in anime. I also play Yuki in The Wallflower, who is always in a dress. He doesn't even want to be in a dress, but he somehow always ends up in a dress. I think it's fine. I think it's hysterical. It's very goofy. It's goofier for some of them to be dressed as women than others, obviously. But there's a history of men dressing like women in this show to begin with. We have Heidi's mom/dad. So yeah, I think it's funny.
They're all kind of girly men.
Yes.
I mean, it's not like you're taking any football players and putting in a dress. It's like, these are some tall, skinny, lanky, girly men. They look good in dresses.
Not as good as you, but
He's really great.
he is.
Yeah.
Got another one. Yeah. Y'all can take turns.
Oh, the laugh? With the laugher? No. It was just, I listened to it since I wrote it. I listened to it so much. Like, I got annoyed with it when I was writing. Because I listened to the Japanese. And I was like, oh my lord, make it stop. And then when I went into audition, and she was like, hey, can you do the laugh? And I'm like, yes. I can do it in my sleep. But then I tried not to make it, because she did a very like, so I wanted to do something that was a little more natural, so that's for the whole, thank you, bro. But it is really loud, and I know I can mention, I'm like, can you do the laugh? Can you do the laugh? I'm like, I have to like go in the corner, and even then it's like, because I had to stand at the back of the booth, and they have to put the mic, and then I would do it, because it's so, it's almost like singing, yeah. That's fun.
And then next to you.
What do you guys think about like all the banana peels and everything?
I think you're awesome.
I thought that the show didn't take itself seriously. Like, it was just a big, everything was just a big joke.
From
Like,
the very beginning.
yeah.
Yeah. It's like the blinking arrow, like the face, like
The
this
sign
face right
calling.
here.
Yeah. I loved all that. Yeah. I just loved that there was so much going on. I mean, it made it difficult, like, in the writing process, because it's like, you're the signs in Japanese, you figure out, okay, I have to put these words in there. It was like one big puzzle. But it was so cool, because there's so much going on all the time. It was really cool to look at.
Yeah. The first time we take it in, it just scratched me. Because I wondered, first of all, in that the Princess Teacup episode or whatever, what in the heck the Hitachis are wearing? They're wearing this awful striped vest, and they're a horrible dance. They're wearing these orange and yellow striped vests, but then out of nowhere they're eating bananas. They're just eating a banana. So the first time I saw it, I was like, something's gonna happen with one of those banana peels. Yeah. Who else? Yes.
What did you think of Mike McFarlane? What did you think of Mike McFarlane's role as having his father?
What did I think of Mike McFarlane's what?
Role.
Oh. Well, the funniest is when we announced the cast in California, Mike McFarlane went in drag. Mike McFarlane is not a pretty girly man. So it was hysterical watching him walk around in pantyhose and a dress. And the crazy thing is, he kept the tags in the dress so he could return it after the concert. So some poor woman is walking around thinking it's her fancy things, and Mike McFarlane's been inside of them. A little awesome all by itself. But that being said, like, he's a really comedic actor, and it's not an easy role. It's a very funny performance. So, but yeah, look for the pictures of Mike McFarlane.